Hearing the two words winter conditioning can unsettle even the most well-conditioned football players. Why is this? Let's talk about it. Before the rooster crows or the daily newspaper has arrived, college football players around the country are escaping the chill of a winter morning. For players, going to bed early, getting up, and arriving at the facility at 5:30 a.m. is the easiest part of winter conditioning. Wearing only basketball shorts, t-shirt and hoodie, what they are about to experience is an hour of rolling, running, jumping, and tug-o-war. But that's not all. There is also piggyback, crawling, hops on one leg, hops on two legs and backpedaling. Players push their heart rates and sweat as special equipment like tractor tires, logs, bungee cords and sleds are all applied to their training. Learning to deal with discomfort is just a necessary component to the infamous activity known as winter. This is plumber football, because there is only one way to succeed in anything, and that is to give it everything. Winter conditioning is a transformative period for high-level FBS and FCS football teams. In the Rocky Mountain region, there is a re-emergence of a program that challenges them all with elite mental and physical exercises dictated to their players.
Free stretching, mobility, throwing stuff out. Other schools, D1, they don't do stuff like this. We really care about our bodies here, that's the difference.
We are talking about the University of Colorado, the Buffaloes, and the strength training coaches who are building a bigger, faster, and stronger herd of buffaloes. The strength and conditioning staff break down and redefine their players holistically for 8 hours a week, spread over no more than 5 days per week. Maurice Sims, more affectionately known as Coach Mo, is a prime motivator guiding the players.
Doing the same thing that we did last weekend, that we did the week before, and it looked worse.
Alongside Coach Mo are his trusty assistants, which include Stephen Houston.
You didn't win that. You didn't win that. You cheated. You didn't get to the line. He didn't get to the line. Yeah, he. Now, maybe if you'd have got to the line.
Brandon Reyes. Rendrick Taylor.
You got to learn how to handle each temperament of each child. You know, one day, 3 of them could be having a good day and 1 could be showing out. And the next day, 3 showing out and 1 having a good day.
And Tessa Luha.
The thing I'm most, looking forward to is just being able to help people's body change, help their mental state change, their mentality, and just helping guys being able to perform at a better rate.
Strength coaches develop a special relationship with their athletes that is unlike any other. Among any coaching staff, the strength coaches spend the most amount of time with players. Through the blood, sweat, and tears, the strength coach is there to support the players in the weight room and on the practice field. Strength coaches have an insight into every player, having witnessed how each player reacts when they hit the wall mentally or physically. They know what guts each player has, and those that need to be reeled in. When the Buffaloes hit the field at North Dakota State University, the strength and conditioning staff at Colorado will be among those the Buffaloes want to get the win. You may be asking yourself, what's the point of getting up so early and doing all that hardcore training? The answer is that winter conditioning has many benefits, and the activity has been a staple in major college football for some time. Winter conditioning will improve the players in terms of their body mass, strength, flexibility, explosiveness, agility, and cardiovascular conditioning. That being said, the primary goal, however, is overall team improvement from year to year. Coaches coming off a successful season will point back to winter conditioning as a definitive period of the year. Winter conditioning represents an integral part of year-round training. This is where the team is built and where dogs emerge. It is one of the necessary evils to play high-level football. Players learn to grind. They have to embrace that it doesn't feel good. Football doesn't feel good. All the effort will maximize the players' abilities and keep them healthy. The shared suffering that players go through really connects them as a whole. A brotherhood is stimulated. A player's progression during winter conditioning, particularly as a freshman, usually looks like this. At first, the players are learning to acclimate themselves to the drills and just trying to survive the entirety of the workouts. As players progress through the workouts, they go from just trying to survive to actually competing amongst the other players. With the heavy lifting in combination with the conditioning and access to a high-protein diet, by the time spring rolls around, players are in peak condition.
And I was really at my biggest.
With such a demanding athletic program like winter conditioning, player safety is a matter of concern that's monitored closely by the strength training staff. Player safety primarily has to do with proper rest and hydration before, during, and after the workouts. Athletes are encouraged daily to follow these recommendations for optimal performance. During training sessions, assistants are vigilant regarding hydration and carrying water bottles and towels throughout the facility. Players are often no more than an arm's reach away from nourishing water.
Ain't walking with us and you say you're a dog and you claim you're a dog, why are you not coming to Colorado?
Becoming a Buffalo means preparing for and playing on the biggest stage in college football. Coach Prime wants dogs that embrace the pressure to perform right now. Players at Colorado benefit from an NFL-caliber coaching staff, and most important of all, Colorado players are cherished by a loyal and die-hard fan base eagerly anticipating a reintroduction to the great achievements of the past. Stay tuned as we watch the Buffs crash the Big 12 party and attempt to legitimize themselves as real-world contenders, not only in the Big 12, but also for the college football playoffs. This is Plummer Football, because there is only one way to succeed in anything, and that is to give it everything.
Think big and make sure you have a plan for the big start. For the end game, have an end game, right? You want an end game, and the end game must be very large. Right? Don't think of any little small backyard thing, like no. Think very, very big. And this is perfect here.